And that's over. Alright, let's go start occupying it. I clicked here. Start occupying, I guess. So I think we're probably only going to be able to grab like these 4 provinces, and 2 of them were ours to begin with, which is unfortunate. But I don't think we have enough infamy limit to actually take anything else. It's going to give us too much infamy. Well, let me click on here. Sue for peace. What can we get right now? Oh yeah, we also got these 2 provinces here. Okay. They would not accept this. Our war score is not very high right now, because they got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces that aren't occupied. Although they don't have an army to like stop us. It's all about occupying and not whether or not you're going to occupy it. So we're just wait until we have them completely occupied. Once that happens, I gotta see what I can get from them. I definitely am getting these 2 provinces because they're ours. We should still have a core on them. Of course, if I don't get them, oh, here's a thought. If I don't grab both those provinces, I'll let them keep like Macedonia, or no, I'll let them keep Bitola, because Macedonia is a port and it's much more useful. If I let them keep Bitola, we should still be able to keep our Reconquest Casus Belli on them. So we have a Reconquest Casus Belli, so if I cede them that, essentially, I don't cede it to them, but I let them keep it instead of taking it back, then we should hopefully, because we still have a core in Bitola, we should hopefully be able to keep our Reconquest Casus Belli so we can come back and attack them, 5 years down the road when our ceasefire wears off. However, if they are able to promote cultural unity in Bitola, that means they're going to eliminate our core and we won't have a Reconquest Casus Belli, which is going to be terrible. That would be awful. Because we don't want to, like, just leave them this. It's pretty risky to do it that way. Oh yeah, we got a unit just sitting here. He got beat in Macedonia and retreated here, and I kind of forgot about him. Right, go back up here. There's a thought, I mean, that might work in theory, but if they get, like, missions that we get, that's, like, promote cultural unity, and you can, like, get rid of cores that other people have, but I think you might need a core on it yourself to be able to do that. I think you might need a core to be able to do that. I'm not sure. Siege Bitola. So let's see. We got Ragusa here, and they're, yeah, we don't get that mission here. We also didn't get that mission here though. We didn't get it here. Oh, we don't have the administrators? No, we do have the magistrates, I think. Unless it's 3. Is it 3 or 2? I thought it was 2. I can't check. It's like 3 or 2. We did it to Bosnia. We took Bosnia's core off here, but we have a core here and we can't take it off there. But I think maybe you can do it only when you have a core on it, and they don't have a core on Bitola. I don't know, it's very weird. I don't want to give it, I don't want to let them keep it if it means that they could promote cultural unity there and destroy our core, which will, take our Casus Belli. And I want to make sure that I have a Casus Belli against them like 5 years down the road. Because it's going to be like, a truce is going to last like 5 years. And we're definitely going to want to take this. I really want Constantinople eventually. But what I plan to do right now is pretty much cripple them. we don't have a lot of infamy to spare. Infamy limit, we got like 7 infamy to spare. So we can't completely annex them. That's going to take way too much infamy. But we could probably take, like, several provinces. We need to get our war score up high enough, though, to actually see what happens when we try to take stuff. U.S. South the walls. Oh, jeez. Why is their morale falling so fast? No. Dang it. What do we got here? Nope, thank you. Not even gonna look at it. Not worth my time. What are you still alive for? Heading to Bitola. Thank you for heading to Bitola. God, you can't just die. Oh, they might actually get out of here before we get them. I could check, or I could just wait. We'll just wait. We'll wait. Are you gonna get out of here? Are you gonna get out of here? Yeah, you are. But you're not gonna get out of there. You're not even gonna try. There's not many places you can go. Anyways. So annoying when they just kind of refuse to just disappear. And they're like, well, I'm gonna make you chase me. Even though I could have probably just left them. Because, with only 0.8, and they'd regrow eventually back to 1, but that's not really enough to properly siege or anything. It's going to take forever, but I'll just take care of them. The Weeping Song. The war has taken a heavy toll upon the mothers and wives of your nation, and as you pass this ragged old widow where she sits, her face buried deep in her palmed hands, your heir asks, "Oh, father, why are all the women weeping?" They are weeping for their men, so we'll lose 40 ducats and lose 2 war exhaustion, or they are merely crying, which will gain 1 infamy, gain 40 ducats, and gain 5,000 manpower. We don't need it. We don't need it. The infamy we can't afford. I mean, maybe I would probably take the other one if we were, like, you know, really in the middle of a war. But in reality, we're in the middle of a war, but we don't need the manpower, really. Because Byzantium can't even really field any army. So we have really nothing to worry about. Unless, like, a random, you know, death stack of 15,000 soldiers just shows up out of nowhere again. But I think they might not because we destroyed them. I think that's like a one-time thing that was probably like a decision or something that we, like what we got when we got extra, like 15,000 soldiers. I think they had like the same thing. That was probably the same exact thing. Just for them. That's probably why they got that random 15,000 soldiers. And then we got 15,000 soldiers. So it kind of equaled itself out. So we almost have Edirne and Macedonia occupied. Should be here. 88% on Burgas. 0% on Constantinople. 0% on Kozani. So Macedonia occupied. Good. You guys actually head to Constantinople. Just because I don't want to sit, I mean, this is like 5,000 extra soldiers, and I want to sit them in Kazani, because it's just going to be attrition heaven there, probably. They might be able to support them. It is like a rather large area on the coast, but nope, suffering attrition just passing through. So I don't want to just sit them there and gather attrition, even though it might help speed it up. I'll just send them to Constantinople, because that's more important anyways. Edirne occupied. You go to Constantinople as well. So I want to see, I'm kind of anxious to see what I can get out of these guys. I kind of want to see what a full annexation would give for infamy. It would probably give more than 7 with this much territory. The man with the silver tongue and the contacts. Thanks to Branko Putnik, we always know the right person to speak to. His efforts will be admired throughout the nation, which will gain 2 stability, and will get great diplomatic reputation until the 17th of June, 1367, so for 6 years. Or his reputation will reach further than our borders, will gain 10 prestige, and will get great diplomatic relations for 6 years till 1367, and 1 diplomatic skill. So it's essentially 1 diplomatic skill and 2 stability, or 1 diplomatic skill and 10 prestige. Well, since the stability cap is at 3 and we're at 2, we'll actually only be utilizing half of the gained 2 stability, whereas the 10 prestige will be getting the full thing of that. So we'll take that. Stability is useful, but when you already have +2 stability and you're getting 2 stability, but you can't go higher than 3, you're just wasting it versus just getting the prestige. And stability is not really that hard to bring up anyways. So I wonder what can we get now? I know I'm not going to be able to fully annex them. We're at 58%. So what can I grab? I can grab you, right? You. Can't grab you yet because we don't occupy. We can grab you. No, we can't grab you. Can't grab you either. I'm trying to see what's 100%. 96. This would probably be what we're... Oh, it's 20 infamy though. Ooh, jeez. Let's get rid of you. We need our 2 provinces back. 12. We can only take like 7. We'll yeah. That might be what we have to do. They would accept it now. Just taking a look at the bigger picture. This war was still very fantastic because we gained these 3 provinces, this province, and unfortunately we're going to lose this province, but hopefully, now the reason why I'm doing this is I'll take Macedonia, which is coastal territory. Now we lost both Macedonia and Bitola during this war to defection, which is unfortunate. But we're going to be gaining this province, getting Macedonia back, and gaining these 3 provinces up here. We're going to lose Bitola, and I'm going to give it to them. And the reason why I'm going to give it to them for right now is because we should, give me money too. Will you give me money? That'll give us prestige and it won't give us infamy. Yeah, we'll do that. But we can't do it now, I don't think. Because we need to wait for our, for this to go down, I think. I don't know what happens if you go over. I don't know if it lets you go over. I probably really shouldn't. We'll only be slightly over, so we'll grab you. Give us money. They would accept, and peace offer accepted. Alright. Fortunately, we're over like our infamy limit or something. Barely. We're over it by like 0.2, so hopefully that won't hurt us too bad. And it should go down faster while we're at peace. Alright. So hopefully we can keep our Casus Belli because they're holding on to it. This is a Serbian core here in Bitola. And the reason why I let them have that over Macedon, it would have looked better if I let them have Macedon. Because it's not just like this big purple blob in the middle of our country. However, Macedonia is a port, so it's much more useful for us to hold on to that right now. Because it's a port, we can build a navy from it and all this other good stuff. Whereas Bitola is kind of this landlocked area. It's not even going to be useful to Byzantium right there. And hopefully, because we do have a core on Bitola, we should be able to maintain our Reconquest Casus Belli against Byzantium, and then 5 years from now, in the 9th of Wednesday, or not, no, the 9th of July, 9th of Wednesday, the 9th of July, in 1366, we should be able to declare war on Byzantium again. I believe it lasts for 5 years. Truce will expire on the, It actually expires like 5 years and a month. It expires on July 2nd in 1366. Oh wait, it is July. I thought it was June. Alright. So it expires a little less than 5 years. It's like a week less. Expires on the 2nd of July, and it's the 9th of July. So it expires on the 2nd of July in 1366, which would be when we'll be able to go to war with them. Hopefully they can't remove our core here. If they can, then hopefully we can get another Caspelli against them. Although we did lose Bitola in the war, we did gain Oltenia, Wallachia, Claresi, and Dobrogia, or Dobrogia, Dobrogia. It might be Dobroea. I know, like, that's